Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ron Powell Memorial Park, Danny Lorwald Field here. This is Adam Baker tonight with Jacob Paget on the mic with me tonight.
How's everybody doing?
Wow.
We are now the A- team. Or is that maybe just A?
Were you not? You weren't prepared. I had to cheat up there, and you were supposed to come in, and you left me with dead air. Anyway. Well, welcome to tonight's game between the Gatesville Hornets and the Connally Cadets, 23-4A regular season game here. This is going to wrap up the regular season as the Hornets are trying to clinch a playoff spot, hoping to be able to pull off 2 wins over the Cadets.
Well, if you can't play La Vega, Connally would be my next choice if you had to get a good, confident, secure bid where you had to have a win for a playoff game. Connally certainly would be my second choice.
Well, and that's just looking from the schedule of the season. Connally has kind of struggled a little bit, but you know what? I can take this is 23-4A. Nothing is guaranteed in this district.
I feel like if we play La Vega again, we can probably put a little guarantee stamp on that one.
You would hope so. So tonight with Hornets going to be getting things going here. We're going to. Getting them out on the field now. Introducing our team. Our starters tonight is going to be Miles Toll, your pitcher. Right field is going to be Jason Moogie. DH tonight is going to be Brady Gist. Brady James is going to be over on third base. John Abar is going to be shortstop as usual. John is a senior who was recognized just before the game started. John is a 4-year senior for the varsity team here for the Hornets. So he's got some accolades that he's earned from last year and this year as defensive player. Last year and the year before for defensive player of the year. But he'll be there at shortstop. Second base is going to be Seth Finley. And Coleman is going to be behind the plate as catcher. Colt Heath over on first base, and Logan Biggs left field. And rounding up number 2, Clark Allman's going to be in center field.
And Austin Cole. We would ask you in the park, gentlemen, if you can, and will arise, please, and remove your caps.
We'll go over the Connally roster as soon as we hear this beautiful song.
This great country.
All right, we're going to get back to the action here. Jacob's going to read off these starting lineup for the Connally Cadets tonight. Who you got there, Jacob?
So Connally Cadets are going to come in with a 5-13 overall record. They're 2-6 in the district, and it's going to be led off by number 11, Trevlin Terry, who's playing shortstop for the Cadets tonight. Number 5, Jeremy Easley. He's their center fielder. Number 7, Caden Anderson. He's going to be behind the plate as catcher. Number 16, Paul Garcia. He'll be the pitcher. Number 15, Bryson Sparkman. He's the third baseman. Number 18, Sean Howard, first baseman. Number 14, another Sparkman. This one, Dustin Type. He's a left fielder. Number 12, Marcus Meza. He's a right fielder. Number 2, Isaac Rodarte. And he'll be your second baseman. And then you've got number 3, Connor Crum. Number 6, Alonzo Rivas. Number 10, John Coker. Number 9, Hugo Rodriguez. And as auxiliary players. And Gatesville, again, like you were saying, Adam, just one win away from securing a playoff spot. Feel pretty confident. Like you said, though, nothing's given. Connally Cadet, they're not a bad team. They've had wins this season. And you talk about this district. Very competitive district, inside the top 5. Gatesville's got to make sure they play clean baseball, error-free baseball. Just move the batters to the right, and everything will take care of itself.
Well, hopefully the Hornets can. They've struggled at the plate a little bit this year. I mean, we've had last game I was over here broadcasting. Struggled a little bit getting the ball into play, but then came up big whenever they needed to. So the Hornet fight never dies attitude is definitely strong with this team. A lot of just a teamwork effort. Talking to Coach saying that they just, they come together when they need to. They lift each other. They don't get down on each other too much, but still some young players out there. Obviously with only 3 graduating seniors, kind of a young team.
Well, you're talking about a young team. You talked about John Ibarra being a 4-year letterman. Well, Jason Mookie has that opportunity. He's a junior, and this is his 3rd year on varsity, and he brings a lot of speed to this lineup. They got him around, usually they have him around the 3rd, 4th spot. Look for that. But the 3 seniors is what they use as the leadership. And like you said, we've seen games where they've been down by 3 runs going into the 7th inning, and they didn't bat an eye, no pun intended. And we've seen some players step up, and Jason Mookie gets on base, runs out a routine infield play, and then guess who was? I think it was Allman who was the hero of that. I believe that was a Robinson Rocket game.
Yes, it was. Allman did a great job driving that one right down the first baseline.
This is going to be number 11, Trevlin Terry, going to put this in play.
He's going to fly that one out to number 7, Logan Biggs. Settles underneath it easily for out number 1 for the Hornets.
He pretty much updated an Instagram reel with as much time he camped up underneath that ball.
Got able to underneath it, get the hair just right, get a little pose, wave at mom, and
the way Terry hit that ball, I can do that on a par 3, and that would just sit on the green pretty.
Terry looks like he's struggling there with a little walk, got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Well, this is going to bring up number 5, Jeremy Easley. He's a center fielder.
And second pitch for Tolles.
And he's going to hit it down into right center.
Jason Moogie able to settle out, get that one stopped before any damage is done. Stop any extra bases for the single hit.
Number 7, Caden Anderson. And the Cadets are just moving their batters on up. They're not looking at too many pitches, and they're swinging on first pitch, second pitch, and getting this thing going.
Definitely green light on whenever it comes to the batting tonight so far for the Cadets. Miles settling in, getting his sign.
I saw the sun.
Oh, we got a small ball attempt. That's going to roll right over to James. He's going to shoot that one to first. And that one's going to come up just a little bit of an error there. Colt Heath unable to get the handle on that one. So Connally able to get 2 on.
At first and second.
Got on base. Well,
and the batter.
They've got Jeremy Easley now in scoring position with 1 out.
Paul Garcia.
I prefer to think of him in position for a double play.
Yeah, the double play is certainly in play. John Ibarra has turned those many times in his career.
He has turned several of those double plays. He's a very quick glove, quick on the foot. So anything in his direction, he's going to be making it.
This is bringing up the lefty, Paul Garcia. He's the pitcher tonight for the Cadets. So pitcher-on-pitcher duel going on.
Checking his runners. Delivery from Miles going to fall just a little low and outside. Ball 1's a call.
So we were broadcasting, myself and David Delator, we were doing the Lorena Leopards game, and whenever the Hornets would get on base, their pitcher was all kinds affected. Now, Lorena ended up winning that game in the long run, but every time the Hornets got on base, balls were getting way to the outside. He was rushing his pitches, and I wonder if Miles is getting a little antsy with the runners and scoring, but he doesn't seem like he is tonight.
Well, I would say, considering that he just threw a beautiful strike right down the pipe, I'm going to say no. To answer your question on that one, I'm going to say that first pitch he threw that ball was just low and away. If anything, it's throwing at a left-handed batter, which you're not going to see a whole lot of.
Trevlin Terry's going to get the stop sign at third base from his coach, but now the table is set for number 15, Bryson Sparkman. And Sparkman looking to start an early spark for the Cadets. And no doubt anything out in the grass right now will score. But he's probably looking at this. This guy looks like he can knock this thing out of the ballpark.
Number 15, Bryson Sparkman.
Let's get something high up in the air. Get settled underneath it.
I like it straight to John Ibarra and turn to 2 and throw it to 1 and let's get out of this jam.
Little change up there on speed, Miles. We'll drop that one just under the bat. Here's a pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. He Rembrandted that one. Nice pitch there by Tull.
Tull showing that he can show his class by being compared to famous painters, huh?
Well, this time he goes inside, jams him up for a foul ball. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, 2 games ago, it was like a Higginbotham commercial. I mean, we were taking out shingles and metal tin roofs and a car windshield.
Nice.
So Fincher's Body Shop got a shout out.
Ooh, that outside corner is going to miss with a ball one.
Yeah, Sparkling followed that all the way down. He wanted a piece of it, and he wanted to make sure that was a ball before he didn't swing at that one.
He's definitely way in the box, up in the front corner, up close to plate. Inside pitch is going to get him jammed up, missing. Strike 3. So that's going to get 2 outs for the Cadets.
That's going to bring up number 18, Sean Howard.
He hasn't batted tonight. How's he done?
He hasn't gotten out.
Wild pitch on the right outside. That one kind of, I think, slipped away from Tulls a little bit. Good job there by Coleman to keep it settled in, as a third baseman was definitely getting on his lead. Toll's doing a good job moving the ball around, confusing the batters, trying to get them to swing at trash balls.
Howard decided to pull up on that before he turned all the way around. He was already fully committed, and that's why he kind of half contacted that ball for a foul. Almost turned into almost swinging bunt situation.
Which would not have been a good situation, because Coleman would have tagged home there and get that third out, and we'd have been done and out of this. Out of the danger zone as we're sitting here with runners on all three. 1-1 the count. 1-2 the count. As strike 2 there finds a inside corner. Toll rocking and firing, seeing if he can get track 3. There's the delivery. Inside pitch, going to be low, missing. So that ties it back up with 2. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hornets trying to get out of the top of this first inning, hoping to strand 3 on the bases. Pitch outside corner, misses on the swing. Strike 3. Hornets are able to avoid any damage done.
3 down.
And with that, I think it's time we pay some bills, so we'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Call Witt Building Supplies for all your building needs. We provide metal buildings and metal roofing for commercial, residential, and agriculture projects. We also carry a full line of fencing supplies and hardware products. Call or come see us at Witt Building Supplies, 254-865-2190 or 1411 North Highway 36 Bypass, across from Pruitt's Shell Store in Gatesville. We are locally owned and operated and proudly support our Hornets.
Hey folks, this is Lee Jaynes with Hornet Radio. Summer got you too hot or winter got you cold? Then call Schumann's Heat and Air for all your AC and heating needs. They are a premier Lennox dealer but can service or install all brands. They also do commercial refrigeration and ice machines. They offer 24-hour emergency service. Locally owned and operated in Gatesville, Texas. 254-499-0054.
To you live from Temple College.
All right, we're back underway here. About to get the second half of the first inning underway. Gatesville able to get out of any damage there. Before we get the rest of this game going, we're going to give a little shout out to the Lady Hornets softball team. Jacob, which you were able to broadcast several of their games, had a good season. They have made it to the playoffs and will be playing Friday, 6 o'clock at Temple College. So that'll be the first of the 3-game.
3-game if necessary. If our girls take care of business in their first 2 games, like I know that they're capable of, that third game might be not applicable.
Yeah, so we've got 3 of those. First game, like I said, is going to be in Temple College. I'm not 100% sure. I believe the second game may be in Cove.
No, they're waiting on confirmation from Belton High.
Okay. There you go. That was Lee Jaynes chiming in there on us. He doesn't want to do anything except correct us. Nothing constructive, just pointing out the errors of our ways.
He might want to keep his mic on if I'm on the broadcast.
I'm going to turn his mic off. I'm not scared.
The last up, what's a promising deal for the Hornets and a very frustrating situation for the Connally Cadets is, Gatesville is, heavily favored in this game. Connally has to do what they can in leaving 3 base runners. When you start having 3 base runners with 1 out and not bringing any of them home is not a great ideal way to get started.
And to play on what you're saying there, to be heavily favored and to allow them to get 3 on base in that kind of a situation, a solid hit ball, and this game's heading in the wrong direction in a hurry. So good job for the Connally, not let them to not shrink away from the challenge. But solid job on the Hornets to allow the bases to get loaded and not lose lose focus on the mound. Toll did a great job staying focused and getting them out there.
Nobody got real tight. I know it's early, but that could happen when you have runners on base, especially when they're full. And they just played relaxed and got themselves out of the jam. Great work by Miles. Getting those 2 strikeouts was key. Putting any play in the grass out of play in case they were Connally Cadets trying to score here.
Well, that's Miles at the plate right now. He's finally going to get his first strike there. 2-1's a count. Miles watched those first 2, nowhere near the plate or anything he wanted to swing at. And he's going to crack that one right to center field.
Get down.
And it's going to fall right into the glove of their center fielder.
Well, that's going to be Jeremy Easley making that look easily. I assure you it's not. He covered about a half a mile before catching that ball. And that ball didn't hang up too much in the air. I was kind of hoping it would get down in a hurry so it could be a hit.
Yeah, it was just a medium height hit. Good trajectory. Wind's blowing left or right across the field. Kind of had a little bit of a drift to it there, but you're right there, center fielder there, easily able to track underneath it. Nice play on the run.
Yeah, you're talking about the wind. We bring weather to Hornet Radio. It looked like the barometric pressure was at 29 points. Had it been 31.5, that ball might have sank down a little bit longer as that low pressure tries to push that ball to the ground.
Speaking
of... Oh, man, that was almost a good idea. Just run it down the third base line.
That's Jason Moogie, right fielder, taking that first pitch down the left field, third base line. Oh, my goodness. Barometric pressure.
We're dropping all kinds of knowledge.
Next, you're going to be talking about the curvature of the Earth and the pull of the moon on the...
Well, the Earth's gravitational pull really pulled that ball as it was about a mile outside and high. So right now, Garcia kind of struggling to find the strike zone here. It's still early. He's getting his Kentucky windage in.
Inside's going to miss.
So if you average those 2 pitches out, it's down the middle. Outside, inside, average the median. He's pitching down the middle of those those last 2 pitches.
You're definitely the glass is half full kind of guy, aren't you?
I mean, if you ever seen me in athletics, Adam, I had no choice. That's going to pop up.
Jason flies that one way up. And
hi, I'm Elisa Gregory, realtor with Gold Key Real Estate in Gatesville.
Going and making a play for that.
So Brady Gist is going to be up to bat number 3 for the Hornets. He's our DH tonight. Brady, a placement hitter, if you will. I'd like for him to drop this one right over the shortstop's head, and then use those wheels to round off to first.
And Garcia throws a little bit of mustard on that strike. Gets Gist to swing at it. Here comes Garcia with the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a pass ball, but no one's on the base. No harm, no foul. Brings the count to 1-1.
Oh, Brady's wanting to swing, and that outside pitch, he had to pull back. He wanted to jump on it.
Yeah, well, he had to be in the other batter's box to hit that one.
Swinging that 10-foot bat, he'd have reached it.
It's the size of a crappie pole.
Oh, misses outside again. That's going to be...
I tell you what, I feel sorry for the lefty from Gatesville has any coming in tonight because they're going to be getting beamed the way Garcia's throwing it.
(3-1). See if he's got the green light to swing on, and he does. He drives that one right past the pitcher. It's going to screen past shortstop as he hits the first.
Well, it doesn't go over the head of the shortstop, but it does bypass the shortstop, so you get half credit for that one, Adam.
Half a point, I'll take it,
I tell you, I bet you Paul Garcia wishes it just would have went over the head of the shortstop as that thing was smoking. Do you think they put both Bradys back-to-back on purpose here?
Just to confuse the roster.
Either that or they wanted a Brady bunch.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
Here we go. Here's a lefty for Garcia.
Watch out.
Is he going to adjust?
Duck, Brady, duck.
As Garcia pays a little bit of attention to To Brady as Brady gets ready to hit.
And Brady is able to get back safely before Brady is ready to take his next pitch.
Brady's looking at advance Brady.
Pitch finally delivered in the dirt. And Gist wisely held up. Because I'm not saying it was, but that catcher definitely had an eye on the...
He was ready.
He was baiting him to take off.
He had that cannon loaded.
Yeah, I watched him in warm-ups. He's definitely got a cannon. He'll unload to second base, so you better make sure it's a good, clean run before you take off there, Mr. Gist. Setting up outside's a catcher. Missing outside's the pitcher for ball number 2.
Well, give credit to Paul Garcia. He's being consistent this evening. Lefties or righties, he's throwing outside. And look, some of these pitches are actually, he could be trying to make it go outside, because if you give anything right down the middle for Gatesville, you're just trying to tee it up for him.
Oh, Brady.
Holy moly.
Jumped on that one. That one just took out a Starlink satellite.
Yep.
Is that one of the new ones?
It's one of the low Earth orbits.
Good news is, if it cracks one of those junior high and gymnasium windows, you're not going to know which one is. There's about 17 spider webs.
You know, those things were cracked whenever I was in junior high.
I know, they look exactly
how long ago that was. I mean, a couple years.
Probably just a few years behind me, or just below me.
Yeah, just a couple.
Or before me.
Just a couple before you.
Oh.
Missing inside.
You see where Jaynes just stood in there. He's like, let that thing hit me.
Brady's
let it hit me.
He's like, I get hit harder by my sister.
You think he'll dance?
If he wants to.
I wouldn't.
He can dance if he want to.
No, I can't.
Oh, he's going to shoot the opportunity. Okay.
That's a long distance between first and second there, buddy.
I'm used to adult softball. There's only 45 foot. Those bases are pretty close together.
Yeah, and then you've got an adult chasing the ball down on top of that.
True.
So
That's true.
You know, that ball rolls 5 feet away.
He might pull a hamstring on the way.
Hey, don't laugh. I've done that.
I pulled a hamstring running from, I got a hit and pulled it on first base. Oh,
this is going to be in play.
Balls that one. Run up there, scare him.
Looks like Howard's going to make a play on this one.
Oh, he drops it.
And that's a rare drop by Howard. And Gatesville will take it. I think that would classify as an error.
That's going to be based on error by a drop ball. What was it, Howard's the first baseman?
Well,
so Brady able to crush the ball, but straight up in the air. Makes it on the air drop.
You got Brady on first, and then it puts Brady in scoring position at second base with one out.
You know, Jacob, I don't know if you've been privy to it or not, but Adam and I, we've always been watching the walk-up songs for the batters, but we've been practicing what song would they play when I struck out and had to go back to the dugout.
Everybody has walk-up songs. We need to, walk-back songs.
The Price is Right.
Mine would be the Gong Show.
I'm still thinking the whammy.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. And then do the Beyonce dance as you're walking back.
Yeah. I don't call it that no more. I call it the Jimmy and Justin dance.
Jimmy Justin.
Did you see it when they did it at that tennis tournament?
I did.
That was pretty funny.
I was impressed with their coordination.
The people sitting around them were looking at them like, what are these freaks doing?
Well, right now, John Abar is standing at home plate trying to put a ball into play. I'm looking at John to drive this one right past the second baseman, right side, in between that gap between him and first. Oh, misses on the low outside swing. He was sending it that way.
Yeah, he sure was.
Aiming at my truck out there in outfield, man.
It's behind the big wall.
The good news is you go to a body shop every day.
He'll knock Jayden out. Jayden, come in, Jayden.
I got $100 to anybody that can pop Jayden in the head from here.
We got our outfield camera guy, Jayden Moore.
All right, that's going to put it in play there.
Put it in play and gets the out.
Arte. And
3 outs in the inning.
He tosses it to the shortstop, and just like that, score still 0-0.
And we're going to go to a commercial break and be right back after this minute.
Hi, I'm Elisa Gregory, realtor with Gold Key Real Estate in Gatesville. Whether you're thinking about buying or selling, I hold the key to your happiness. If needing help to find a lender or how to set your home up to sell, call me for any of your real estate needs. Check out our website at www.goldkey.com www.goldkeyrealestatetx.com. Always remember that buying or selling a home doesn't have to be so stressful. So give me a call at 254-535-0663. Go Hornets!
Botham Brothers, serving communities for over 140 years. At Higginbotham's, we have always been committed to our local community. Shop our store for our full line of building supplies. Choose from our top brands like all our steel products. Check out our full line of Valspar paints. We are your hunting and fishing headquarters, so come in for your hunting and fishing license. Higginbotham's proudly supports Gatesville Athletics. Go Hornets!
I can't get no.
We're back live, and that was Adam Baker, and they're singing his best impersonation of Rolling Stone.
Well, you got it. You called it. Like anybody that's listened to our broadcast, we were talking with Jacob earlier about our walk-back songs, and I Can't Get No is a great walk-back song.
I tried.
I tried.
If any of you guys were around in the 40s,
It's like
50s,
I tried
60s,
and I
70s,
tried and I
80s,
walked
90s.
back too.
Rolling Stones has covered almost every decade in the 20th and 21st century.
Leading off for the
We're going to walk down to the dugout and take off our shoes.
Number 4, Dustin Sparkman.
All right, we got number 4, Dustin Sparkman, who's sponsored by Paul Mitchell.
Stop it. If you down so soon, thank you. Still on the mound is Tull, who's going to miss with his first pitch outside, ball 1.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm the Connally coach, I'm putting one of those oscillating fans right in front
just to keep
of
it out
Sparkman, just so he can have his hair like just blowing perfectly, because he's got no split ends there. Let me tell you, I can see that from here.
I'm not going to question anything. Oh, pretty pitch there by Tull. Is going to miss a little high, though. 2-1
It's
the
not
count.
a bad pitch to try to get
That was a
Sparkman to swing at.
Beautiful pitch. Came up high and out.
I thought that was a Paolo Malo.
Ooh,
swinging
another
low.
filthy one.
He did him dirty on that one.
Sparkman was like, hey, what happened? The bottom fell out of that thing.
2-2 the count. Payoff pitch coming in. There it is. Down low is going to be ball 3. So we're going to have that situation that we don't mention.
Because if you do, I'll have to say it's a full count.
I'm so sorry.
The count is
The count is not.
it's about
empty.
as packed as it can get.
Oh, and he misses outside corner.
Now walk it out.
Walk it out.
Sparkman draws the leadoff walk.
It's going to be Marca Meza.
Brings up right fielder Marcus Menza.
There's no end in that.
Yeah, it's just Meza. Like, kind of like the table. Runner on first, and he slips, and Sparkman almost got picked off at first base.
I don't think Tull was really expecting to have a shot at that one.
No, and
That throw was a little on the soft side.
looked like Sparkman tripped over his hair there. That's a bunt to try to
Small
advance.
ball. Advances the runner, but gets the out.
Menza with the sacrifice bunt for 1 down in the inning.
Brady James able to get that one scooped up fairly quick and get over to our first baseman, Colt Heath.
We're at the bottom of the order here, and this is Isaac Rodarte, the second baseman for Connally. And he's going, and I like it. I like the old school style socks. You don't see that a whole lot anymore.
No, you don't.
You know,
the leggings, yeah.
What it reminds me of is those super tight baseball pants with those socks, and then that pitching on AstroTurf. There's always like an Atlanta Braves pitcher that I always remember against like Minnesota Twins.
Oh, swinging on the outside pitch, going to be strike 1.
I think it was the Blue Jays, Astros, Expos. They all had the that green cement carpet pretty much.
The Astros have always had the best color, that orange, that like 3-tone orange color.
Yeah,
They were ahead of their time.
it was. Their throwback. They do got one of the best throwback jerseys.
That pitch is going to miss for ball 1 inside. That one didn't drop down in like I think Tull wanted it to.
You're talking about the Astros. They tried to change their logo. It just didn't take, so they went back to what was and that was the right call, the original call. This is going to be a pass ball, and it's going to advance Sparkman.
Not able to get to it in time.
So the plot thickens a little more as there's runner at third base with 1 out. So Rodarte wants to get a ribby here. Anything down and in the grass will score Sparkman.
You think so?
I believe so. Well, as long as it's not the infield grass.
Well, there you go. Way to clarify it. Swinging strike 2.
Yeah, he was really late on that.
Way late. He's even laughing now. He's like, I know.
It was way late.
He's like, I know.
He's like, that ball was fast.
Fouls that one behind us here.
So that was his Ricky Bobby pitch. Look, Mom, it was fast.
He was going fast.
All right, looking for a little shake and bake action here on this next pitch.
No, nothing fancy. Just go after him. Missing inside corner.
And the count has gone satisfied.
Oh, come on.
Don't know. We didn't say it.
We didn't say it.
Staying alive at the plate.
Yeah, we're going to reset here.
Oh, sorry.
And Miles Tull is going to become a banker and sets his payoff pitch and gets ready to do it again. Oh, that's going to, as he loses Rodarte.
Loses the battle there at the plate. It's going to get runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners with 2 down.
And that's going to bring up Trevlin Terry. He popped up last time.
Sounds like he reiterated your statement there.
Oh, he listens to Hornet Radio.
Yeah, he's probably got it in there just, hey, what can I say that sounds great? How can I be more like these guys? It's a common problem among people.
Boy, something does smell good.
So, those guys out there with their tailgate party, they came out here and they parked all their trucks so they could play horseshoes in the outfield.
Oh, there's going to be a runner going there. Look at oh my goodness. Aaron throw. They had the timing. And Rodarte is going to round to third, and that's going to score the first run as Dustin Sparkman goes across the home plate, and the Cadets draw first blood.
I believe a little bit of miscommunication there on who was supposed to snag that one. As Finley allowed that one to shoot by, it goes out to center field.
Look, they had the timing route. It looked like the
timing was right.
Rodarte was going to be out by a few steps, but
not sure what happened there. Second baseman pulled his glove back. You know, he had it. It was there. Shot was good.
It's good to get these things out before the playoffs. So let's get these kinks out. Obviously, got to win here this evening. If not, we'll have to rely on a little bit of help inside the district.
I'm sure Coach is out there saying, "Hey guys, it's late in the season. That this and I should be a kink. This should not be a kink. We're still trying to work out."
I don't think we'll see that again for the rest of the evening.
We would hope not. So Connolly's able to get one on the board. The runner on third. Next batter up, I believe.
This will be number.
Top of the order.
Yeah. Remember, we've already introduced him, Trevlin Terry. He popped up last time. Let's see what he does this time.
Pop up.
He was the one that popped up in the stratosphere.
We just need it one more time.
He's going to ground this time. It's going to be a base hit. And the Cadets start off the top of the... Or not start off, but they get...
able to put 2 on here in the top of the second.
The batter is center fielder Jeremy Easley.
All right, now Gatesville needs to settle down here. Reset here. Got a runner on first. Let's work on striking out here Jeremy Easley.
And he does as part of the first one, strike 1.
Now, if you're going to come up with a pink bat, you gotta swing it. You gotta swing it, and he certainly did. He got a single last time he was up, a one-out single.
Shifted way up in the box, looking for that small ball. Strike 2. So that puts the end of the small ball game.
You're not going to try to bunt on strike with 2 strikes.
You would hope not. See where he lines back up in the box. Now he's going to be, once again, straight back up in the front corner.
I know one manager that would probably call for a 2-strike bunt. He should make Steinbrenner crazy. Old Billy Martin. I think he was hired and fired 7 different times by Steinbrenner. Connally loving to crowd him the plate here.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And pull up a chair, young man, easily as he was set down here.
That's going to bring up number 7 for the Cadets. Who's that?
Caden Anderson. He's the catcher. Again, he's single. The next couple batters the Connally Cadets were just manufacturing singles all over the place. That's when they loaded the bases, and the Gatesville defense decided to step up once they were loaded. Ooh.
And the 2-3 attempt there to catch a runner off the base at first is going to fall short, but nice thought there.
Yeah, keeps the runner honest.
Absolutely. Heath did a good job getting the glove on the ball, making that turn.
So you're saying he's dishonest sometimes?
He is. He was dishonest. He's trying to steal. And my dad always told me anybody that steals is pretty dishonest. And that's
What
Trevor
about your
Terry.
wife? She stole your heart.
Well, she's been trying to give it back ever since, so give her credit. Oh my goodness! He swung at that one.
Strike two. They
had
called it.
some movement because when he started the swing, that ball was in the strike zone, and then it just completely did a left turn on him.
They're making a left turn.
Yeah, it's like it just
Albuquerque.
stopped and poof.
Yeah, that one ended up in Albuquerque.
When available, make a U-turn.
All right, let's go. I'll go after him at the plate, Mr. Toll. Get him there with this pitch. It's going to be strike three.
And Anderson wishes he was Bo Jackson to break that bat over his thigh there. He was a little frustrated batting.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first half of the second inning. So Connally able to put two on the board.
Connally made money that inning. I think we're about to make money here, too.
& Sons, serving Gatesville and surrounding communities since 1962. Need used auto parts? We have motors, transmissions, lights, mirrors, and wheels. All parts carry a 90-day warranty. We are Gatesville's only local glass shop. We provide glass replacements and chip repairs. Insurance claims welcome, so give us a call at 254-865-6269 for an appointment or questions about inventory. Quinton & Sons, we are Hornet proud.
Mugi Heating and Air is your local hometown heating and air conditioning professional. Whether it be new construction or service of an existing unit, Tim and his team of professionals can get the job done right the first time. Recognized as a Rheem Pro partner, they have the experience and support to tackle any size job, residential or commercial. Give them a call at 254-223-0604, member of the Better Business Bureau.
I just got pointed at by Lee. I don't know if he just told me I'm fired or if we're back live.
Well, he just gave me a piece of paper and told me he just unplugged my mic. I guess I didn't get it. I'd rather have the finger point.
Anarchy. We're not going anywhere. You're stuck with us.
No.
Well, we're about to get the bottom half of the second inning underway. Hornets today, nothing to worry about. Two down. Definitely have the, able to put the bat on the ball. We just need to get into play. Nothing to worry about at this point.
If I'm, not trying to rain on their parade, but if I'm Connally, I'm still, if I'm the Connally cadet coach, I'm a little frustrated because I would feel like you should be up more as many as mistakes and runs that Gatesville's trying to supplement them with. And the fact that they're only up 2-0 should frustrate them to all get out, because it's just a matter of time before Gatesville bats wake up, and when that happens, good night, Cadets.
So you're going to say they're going to run Joe Boo off?
They're going to run Joe Boo off.
Who?
Somebody go get a bucket of Bush's chicken.
Pitch misses way outside ball one.
Around here we call it the Garcia special.
That pitch in the dirt, number 5, Colin Coleman, a catcher.
This was a tennis score. It'd be 20 love so far. In favor of number 5, was it Colin Coleman?
Colin. And Colin watches that one fly.
Well, he took some speed off of that, but still outside the strike zone.
He can take out the speed he wants off of it, but the trajectory was way off as he misses outside. Ball 3. I would suspect.
I think it's just going to sit on
Adam
this one.
used a 3-syllable word.
Oh, that one's going to miss high. Ball 4.
High.
Watches that one.
Now walk it out.
I like it.
Brings up second baseman Seth Finley.
Number 7, Seth Finley, coming up to base. Up to the bat. Up to base. I guess home plate is a base.
Yeah, you got to bat before you go to base.
Well, I mean, isn't plate? I mean, it's home plate instead of base.
Now Curtis, you're running at first.
Home base.
I've never heard of plate being referred to as a base.
Not unless you're referring to that as his rapper name, home base.
Because remember, base is just a temporary transit place to be at. Home plate is permanent. Once you get to home, you're good.
But then why does everybody try to hit to get away from it?
Well, it's because it's
on the way to come back.
It's the upper and the lower.
Oh, and this is going to be.
He's there.
Looks like is that a pinch runner that ran for him there?
No, that's Coleman.
He's got wheels.
Are you sure that's Coleman?
Sure.
Look at his number.
He's number 1.
Well, we think so.
He's number 1 in our hearts.
Yes, that is number 1.
Yeah.
If that's number 1, that's going to be Grady Keaton running for him.
What?
Coleman is number 5. And if the
Keaton's number 4.
That's Garrett Keaton.
Yeah, he's got his brother.
Grady. I said Grady.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Grady Keaton would be the one.
Shush my mouth. I stand corrected.
Keaton is playing as our center fielder tonight. It looks like Garrett Keaton,
little brother
Grady.
Well, we know he's got wheels. We watched him play basketball.
Woo. He's going again, and that is a perfect pitch to go off of.
Wow.
He didn't know it was a changeup, but that is a perfect pitch at him. He went, and that was one of the slowest pitch that Paul Garcia has thrown all night. Good job and good decision-making by Brady.
Well, that's a way to get a runner in scoring position.
Manufacturing runs, what the Hornets are doing.
No, I'm talking about the one at home plate.
No.
He's in scoring position. That's the great debate, huh, Adam?
It is. It is the great debate.
Again, going off with another changeup.
It's going to have runners in the corners.
Puts runners in the corners with nobody out.
And if you're going to look at something positive for Paul Garcia, he's not putting the ball where the Gatesville batters can do damage to it.
You're so positive.
What did he say?
You know,
what did he say?
That's some good music right there. That's quality entertainment.
Yeah, that's digital. We want the voice digital.
Auto-tune.
Gatesville continue to steal here.
Bunch of thugs. Look at them thieving all over the place. That's 4 stolen bases.
I tell you what, another change-up from Paul Garcia, and that might bring Grady Keaton home with the wheels he's got.
Well, if he puts one in the dirt, I guarantee you Keaton's going to have that green light to gas and get down here. But
and he won't even hesitate.
No, absolutely not.
You don't think?
No, not at all. He'll commit to it.
All right, Gatesville threatening here.
All right, runners have their leads. Pitcher has a signal. Here's the pitch coming in. A little slower than I thought, but it's there. And it's high. Ball 2.
You sound like if you were commenting on my cross-country meets back in the day. I tell you what, going on forward, Gatesville I look for Gatesville to tie it in this inning. Again, I don't want to count the chickens before they hatch, but right now with Paul Garcia struggling, you got runners in second and third. Base is about to be loaded here via walk.
It depends on your perspective of struggling. He's just putting the pitches in places that the batters are struggling to hit.
Yeah. That's
my perspective. This is about to be the 12th ball in a row.
Ooh, that's not a good number.
Well, that's going to draw after this pitch. It's going to draw a visit from the Connally manager, or the Connally Cadet coach, I would think.
With nobody out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the timeout.
Okay. I was just thinking to myself.
Timeout.
Whoa. Let's not get carried away.
Well, speaking of being carried away,
I thought it was a barbecue pit, but no, it's your thoughts. Burning gears over there.
Yeah, it's over here. I'm trying to do an algebraic expression.
If
he threw 4
radio
pitches,
Jaynes and see if he could zoom in on their lips and see what they're saying on the mouth.
I'm telling you what, let's get these umps with some of these.
Jayden, zoom in and see if you can see what they're saying.
As Lee does Echo 3 to Echo 4 radio talk. We're going to try to see if we can.
You got to be seeing the screen that I'm seeing.
We're going to try to see if we can decode what's going on with Connally.
Nice, almost there. I believe I read something. Hey, we're replacing the tablet with the Big Chief plate back there. Maybe you can find that one. Wow. I guess the umpire wanted this to continue on because he ran out there and said, hey, you're over, boys.
He's got dinner plans this evening.
He said somebody needs to tell him Burger King closed down. So
yeah.
He's going to be devastated.
Oh, not if they put like a Chick-fil-A or Whataburger in its place.
Yeah, hey. Yeah. What if?
All right, let's get back to walking.
Are they in boots?
Right here is Paul looks to throw this outside.
He goes straight down the middle and misses.
He's a little high.
That was a pretty pitch to miss with. But number 14, Logan Biggs, lays off of that one.
I thought you were calling the batter. I thought you was calling the ball.
No.
Well, the table's set for Logan Biggs. He's got a buffet out there. He's got ribbies, and they're there if they want him. And the streak continues.
Base is loaded. 2 balls.
Now that is 14, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The batter.
That is number 14, Logan Biggs, the batter.
Let's see if he can get a grand slam here. Well, not the way the pitching's been going so far. That might be a... I was going to say, that might be a strike.
Had to go and break the streak.
And, folks, that is a strike that you're witnessed here at Ryan Powell Memorial Ballpark.
Caught Logan by surprise.
Going to follow him with a walk here. With a ball. No, he's not. Inside strike. That ball didn't look as pretty as the one that he called ball a few pitches back.
No, but
he got the deuces now.
It took a little speed off of it. Now he's just throwing strikes.
Getting ready for the Emmitt Smith pitch. Oh,
and getting it swinging. Strike 3.
And just like that, Paul Garcia.
The batter, pitcher, Milestone.
Gets one down, and that's what you want to see as a pitcher. You don't want to even put that ball in play. You want to just keep striking them out, which is not something I thought I would say the way the last 3 batters have gone.
All right.
Well, Paul Garcia without a base to give here. This wouldn't play for Howard. Right over Howard's head. That's going to score Gatesville. That's going to score a pair. And the game's going to be tied here in the bottom of the second. Never doubted it.
Miles Tull able to pull the trigger on that one, send it right over the little help from a bounce and sends it right over the first baseman's head.
And it's very possible that we just saw Connally's only chance start to wither here as Gatesville tied it and threatening to do more damage. Was that
Jason Moogie? Wasn't he the one that scored that run in the
yes, he
come
did.
from behind win game?
Yes, he did.
He was the hero.
He ran the third, chipping gears, and
via hit by Ullman.
All of Gatesville was holding on for him.
Oh my goodness! It looks like we're going to be stuck in a pickle here. As you always just kind of hope to force an error. Oh, and Howard's going to tag him, but nonetheless, it scores another. So. Is there such thing as a sacrifice pickle?
A sacrifice squeeze.
3-0. Hornets lead for the first time this evening.
At 3-2's the
2 down.
3-2. What did I say?
You said 3-0.
3-2.
But go ahead.
Yeah.
I see what you're thinking.
If you get 2 consecutive walks, you take a run off. It's UIL rules.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't remember that in the rulebook.
Well, if you read a couple times.
So you get one, you take one from there. That would be a cool way to score a game. We need to send that into the bananas.
Well, yeah, the Savannah Bananas. Yeah, that's where the umpires are doing backflips.
Oh, somebody just threw a ball onto the field. Time. Some kids playing around there on the side. That dad just cleared those belt through his straps there.
Oh my goodness!
Remember that sound when I was a kid? What's that? Dad's coming for me. Really? No, it's my mom.
That ball real high. Moogie would have needed a ladder to swing at that one. And this is one of those rare 2-ball-0 strikes that Paul Garcia's found himself in.
Wow, the sarcasm and condescension dripping off of that
hay
statement.
fever, I almost sneezed there.
Oh, missing inside barely.
No, they're going to call it a strike.
No, Blue likes that pitch.
Well, that's what I meant. He missed that inside ball and actually caught the plate for a strike. So
I would say they expanded the strike zone, but you can expand it all you want. It's probably going to be a 3-1 pitch about to come. Nope. We're going to reset back to 2-1.
You were close.
Oh, number 6 outrunning the Gatesville Hornet. That's a great ball boy in the making right there.
Ball boy in the making. He's a future Hall of Famer. Oh.
And that's going to do it for Gatesville. 3-2 is your score at the bottom of the second.
Is it the bottom?
Yeah,
that was the bottom of the second. So we're about to head to the top of the third.
We're going to go to commercial, guys.
Okay.
Jaynes Seibert is a worldwide leader in the manufacture of premium, custom-engineered heavy-haul trailers and equipment for construction, oil field and energy, national defense, and other specialized transportation requirements. With our Texas tough roots and proven expertise, our customers know and trust us to solve their biggest and toughest transportation challenges. For more than 50 years, we've been setting the standard for high-performance trailers to support the needs of customers in various industries with specialty transportation equipment, ranging in capacity from 25 to 250 tons. Designed, engineered, and handcrafted in the heart of Texas. Every trailer we build is uniquely suited to the demands of our customers and their load and region-specific requirements. Our focus on the specialized needs for our customers enables us to deliver custom solutions that are engineered to perform, built to last.
Did you see my selections for the Scholarship Foundation?
No, sir, I did not.
Well, I'm going to leave it as a surprise for you when you show up.
Okay. Yeah, I started looking at that, and I was like, 142, and I got to read all these? Thanks for the heads up,
I'm
Lee.
going to have to teach you how to do it next time. There's an easy way to skim through
Just
it.
looking for the ones I already know. And
No, I don't. I don't do it based off of who you know. There's criteria.
I know.
What's that number?
Hey, you lost your
what
paper.
number is it?
Up to bat, 16.
Okay. Hey, y'all. We're on batter number 16 for the folks listening at home.
But are we back live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought you
All right. This is Paul Garcia.
Whoa, really?
So he knows what an outside pitch looks like, let me tell you.
He singled the first time up at bat. That pitch is going to miss ball one.
I miss the little league chatter. Remember those days? We need a single, just a little single.
Did you play softball?
That was Little League.
We are living single in a 90s kind of world.
No,
I'm glad
stop,
I got my
stop.
girl. Keep
No.
your head up. What? Keep your head up. That's
me and Jacob are going to do karaoke, okay?
There's a place for
Yeah.
it. There's a time and place.
Yeah.
And this is neither one of those.
I bet you those people will disagree when we get there.
My gosh.
No, they will be.
When they
once
hear
again.
our best rendition of the Flock of Seagulls.
We're going to do the Love Shack by the B-52s.
Tin Roof.
Oh, my gosh.
Rusted.
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack.
I was thinking
That's
about
where
doing
it's at.
I was going to do locomotion.
Oh, yeah. Locomotion with me. All right, let's do this, guy. We actually had a ball game going on in front of us, folks.
Yeah, we do. He's sitting here with 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's what the scoreboard says.
That's what the scoreboard says. I'm not sure that it's right.
Oh.
And he's going to get him with that low pitch, strike 2.
He's going to bring up the old Emmitt Smith count.
22. You know, most.
You think the catcher will catch this? Be a catch 22?
No, that was going to
put
be
it in
chopped over to
play.
Brady James at third. He's going to fire this one to Coleman at first. That's going to be your 4-3 for the out.
Bryson Sparkman, the third baseman.
You know, his brother is on the team as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the one with the Paul Mitchell hair, Dustin Sparkman.
This is very seriously, you're going to coincidentally have 2 people on the same team with that last name.
This is 15 Bryson Sparkman, who struck out last time.
Oh, he got hit by the pitch, man.
Well, it's hard to strike him out if you hit him directly, like it's dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
1 down.
1 pitch.
Runner on first. The matter, Sean Howard, the first.
This is a first baseman, Sean Howard, who's been active tonight defensively for the Cadets.
Did he say 1 down?
He struck out last time.
He did.
Did he say 1 down?
He meant 1 going down the first base line.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, who's out? I didn't see an out.
Batter calls time. You'd like to see him do that a lot sooner, not when the pitcher's in the wind-up position. That's how people can get hurt.
Well, that's how you catch
pull
an
a hamstring like that or something.
Yeah, that's when you get the unspoken rule. It looked like he went around. You got to call that. Come on.
Yeah, he called it.
All right, there we go. Good job, ump.
Way to go, Coleman, to call it out as well to get the the appeal to center.
That's a heads up catcher right there, man.
Yeah. Appeal
he paid attention.
He didn't get the call behind him, so he appealed to the outfield.
Oh, that was going to be some.
Watch out, Tull.
That was a hit.
And nobody out, and we got runners on first and second.
who this is.
This is going to be the brother, Dustin
Can you see his number?
This will be Dustin Sparkman. Well, I just know him from the last time. He walked last time, so
not this time.
Yeah, better Dustin Sparkman, the left fielder.
I think that's his brother on second.
That ball had some curve to it. Started off in the strike zone and then just tailed inside.
A little dancing up there in the air. Unfortunately, a little high and inside, like you said. Sparkman's giving him that lean back batting stance.
I just thought
off the strike zone.
I just thought of my strikeout song.
What's that?
No, I got to wait for the strikeout.
Okay. Is Dustin Sparkman the adopted one, or is it Bryson Sparkman that's the adopted one?
You're going to feel really bad if neither one of them were adopted.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mother Nature is a mad scientist, ladies and gentlemen.
And it could be, they might not even be related.
It could be cousins.
They could be.
They could be cousins.
No,
that's a good one, Adam.
Yep.
I didn't even think of that. They could be cousins. He said
or they were like, hey, we need to move somewhere where there's another person with the name Sparkman.
Well,
I feel alone.
When you're in cadet territory, Sparkman's probably like Smith over there or Blanchard.
Oh, gets him swinging on the inside pitch, strike.
That's sending his brother to third and Howard to second. So got two runners in scoring position with Sparkman here. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to hear with these headphones on, but I thought I heard it tink off the bat a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
2 balls,
2 balls, 2 strikes.
But dink. Sound like a T-post driver.
Whoa.
Ball's way outside on that one.
And the count is full.
Oh, my gosh.
Blah.
Folks, if you're owed any money, got the payoff pitch coming. Perfect timing as it's been past. And Dustin Sparkman does not, I don't know why he carries a bat. That's his back-to-back walk. So he's not looking to make any contact, and that's going to draw.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Hey, yo, hey.
Well, boy, he just ruined that mood for us, didn't he?
No, yeah, it killed our spirits there.
Because everybody thinks the same thing whenever you hear that song.
Yeah.
We're all looking for the cops.
Yeah. You know, I've never been to Mississippi.
Song's about Alabama.
I understand. That was just a little joke there, Adam. The fact that once again you still believe me.
Well, it's.
I see where I rank intellectually on you in your brain there, bud.
It's not so much a lack of trust in you. I'm just trying to follow your thought pattern there. Like, okay, the song's about Alabama. Why
Mississippi's right next to it.
Okay, see, maybe you had like some story that you were in Alabama and you wanted to go Mississippi one time, or
I'm from Texas. If I got to Alabama without going to Mississippi, I'd went the longest scenic route.
Batter for the Cadets.
You're in the military. I wouldn't. I don't put anything past you.
All right, well, it's number 12, Marca Mesa, and let me tell you something. The Mesa is set as the bases are loaded for Marcus. He sacrificed bunted last time as that pitch goes inside. Miles.
This is what every batter dreams of.
I didn't.
Really? You didn't?
No.
What, you mean bases loaded on a game that you can't make the playoffs in? But yeah, you're right. But you want to hit this ball so hard.
That's why I didn't want it. It was too much pressure.
It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I feel like it's kind of hard to lay off pitches too, especially when they're close to the strike zone like that. When the bases are loaded, trying to get as many ribbies as you can. Oh, swing and a miss, and Meza wanted that one. In his heart, that was going out to center field.
I watched that
for the
swing
American
right
flag.
there, man. I would have been looking at the bat for a hole in it.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody's going to steal in this situation.
No.
Woo! Got the wrong Sparkman for that one, huh?
That ball missed, but did you see how much of a U-turn it did?
It had some English on it.
No. I think Spalding's actually Spanish.
And that is going to be, could be a double play material here. And it is, and that's going to bring us out of the inning with no harm, no foul there. Good job by the Gatesville defense.
So 5-2 gets the first out. Then a throw to first to get the second one.
4 outs.
Can we go to a commercial break?
Sure, why not?
All right.
years, First National Bank has been your hometown community bank, serving you with the best in financial services. From checking, savings, home, auto, and personal loans, First National Bank does it all with the integrity of a true community bank, taking great pride in having served our community and the surrounding areas since 1912. Come see why Coryell County trusts our award-winning service with their financial well-being and security. First National Bank, always putting you first.
Hi, I'm Kevin, the pharmacist and owner of Gatesville Drug. We are proud supporters of the Hornet community, and we are here to provide all your pharmacy needs. We work hard to offer you the best service with great pricing. We handle all major insurances, and we're the only pharmacy that provides free delivery as well. So come by or call us at 865-2417, and we will be happy to serve you because we live here too.
All right, we're back under the lights here on a Tuesday night.
I tell you what, Adam, if Connally loses this game, and you know how I feel about that, they're going to kick themselves in the rear end. So far, they have left 7 batters stranded. 2 situations where the bases were loaded.
2 bases loaded situations.
And couldn't do any score with that. So I tell you, that goes with the Gatesville defense. And when the Gatesville defense sees the bases loaded, they trap on their chin straps, so to speak. Obviously, this is baseball. And they get to work.
Tighten up the gloves.
Is that a thing? I guess you do. Tighten up the gloves. Yeah.
Well, either way, stranding, 6, having 3 runners on, doing it twice, as a coach, that's a killer.
Well, they've got 7 tonight, and they're just now,
we're in the
that was 3 innings.
Bottom of the 3rd. Oh, chopping swing there by number 3, Brady Gist. And he's unable to beat out the throw.
And that was by Bryson Sparkman. Fielded that cleanly. Nice throw. Gets the first out for Connally. We've been saying Sparkman a lot this broadcast.
You just like the way it sounds.
I do. It's a pretty cool name.
So number 9, Brady James up to bat for the Hornets. Brady up to bat last time. He had made it to first. Had a single on an error. He skyballed one right there to the first baseman who unable to get a handle on it.
Speaking of skyball, that's going to...
I got it.
Watch out, little kids.
Oh, man.
That's right where they usually play.
I know. I'm so glad nobody got hurt.
No whammies, no whammies.
Except for that one little kid that was sticking his tongue out at me earlier.
I hate for a kid to get hit in the forehead and then goes to school the next day and CPS is all over the parents. I mean, that's that series of unfortunate circumstances.
Next thing you know, Child Protective Services are on the phone. And
yeah.
Questions are being asked. I'm like, wait, don't you see the laces are out?
Just give him the answer my dad used to.
You know what?
I had to tell him twice.
You know what they're probably going to... Oh, my goodness.
Watch out, pitcher. James sends this one screaming up the middle.
That's a couple hits now that have tried to reach out and touch Paul Garcia.
Line drive, base hit to center field.
He's a tall, lanky guy. Doesn't take up much room.
The shortstop, John Ibarra.
Mr. Ibarra.
Mr. Ibarra, senior for the Hornets.
And if you look at, what perfect timing. Just on the marquee, it just showed all of his accolades. Being a returning veteran to the team.
Almost as if you planned it that way.
Yeah.
I did plan it that way.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so impressed.
Boy, is your arm breaking with your pat on the back you're giving yourself there?
Hey, if we're going to go with it, dude, you can't do that. You got to roll with it, okay? Make me pull a Steve Winwood on you here.
Paul Garcia looking to throw a rare strike here to Ibarra.
Maybe it'll be medium.
All right, we just need Ibarra to put this one in play right between first and second. And he watches that one sail outside low for ball number 1.
So it looks like they talked about John Ibarra. He looks like he's going to go to Ranger. He's going to go to Ranger College and play some baseball there.
Looking to extend his baseball career, and he's got the potential as a player there for Ranger to play a little bit for him. He's definitely a hot glove there at shortstop, and a solid batter at the plate, able to put it in play most times. And
it's so hard to hit pitches in baseball. It's fascinating that you could be 25% in your whole entire career in the major leagues, and you could potentially go to Hall of Fame with that. Now, obviously, I'm not comparing Paul Garcia to the major leagues. young man is doing great tonight, or good tonight, not great. But
Anabar just is happy with the walk.
And I believe, if you noticed, Adam, one adjustment that Gatesville has done is they put out they brought out the New Balance 601s. That's a walking shoe. It's like an orthopedic shoe that my grandpa likes to wear. And that should do them good as they walk to the bases here.
What he said.
Colin Coleman up to bat now. Colin made it on base with a walk. Then ended up heading to the dugout as Grady Keaton came out and started stealing all the bases.
Yeah. He did a fine job, too. Made it all the way
like
home.
Sonic out there.
Brady with a rather large lead off a second for a young man who's...
That's going to be down.
That one's down in the right short field.
That should score.
James Brown hits that wagon to get there in a hurry, and he does.
4-2.
Coleman with a base hit.
So Coleman with a single RBI.
2 runs.
And it looks like Keaton's going to pinch run for him.
Run makes it a 4-1 ball game.
Oh, yeah, we've got Grady Keaton come back out to run for Coleman again. So
go figure.
Yeah.
Do you think Paul just says, just forget him, let him steal around, and let me just focus on the batter? Because you got to be on your P's and Q's to try to throw Keaton out.
No, you watch Keaton. He's going to hit second base and drift it like he's in Tokyo.
Well, obviously we're not throwing it to second. We're going to try to get the guy at third. Scenarios coming up. Whatever trick play Connally has set up for this, but
yeah, Paul trying to anticipate Keaton running to second, checks him at first. Howard makes the catch there, and Keaton says, "I wasn't going to do anything. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm right here. I'm not doing nothing."
It's like, don't look at me. I'm just standing here.
Yeah. Don't worry about me.
Don't look this way.
And that's going to put him to second base, and I'm telling you,
he's going to chirp and head to third.
You could that throw could be on the road.
I told you
by a mile.
Hey, I know. I heard you. You called it. He was chirping around second and going to third, and he did just that.
Field section advances to third.
And let me tell you something. The speed and the threatening of Keaton stealing from the previous time really got in the head of Paul Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
Caused that ball to be off because he's trying to put more velocity than accuracy on that. And Keaton is the one that earned that error. Good job by that young man, and that's why they like to pinch run.
Once you get in the pitcher's head like that.
I think he took like 3 steps from second to third. He was booking with a quarter-mile stride.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. That was
Seth Finley watches strike one come across.
That was a strike.
It was, and a pretty pitch at that.
Actually, I think it's strike 2. The scoreboard in the field is messing up.
Right now, your score 5-2. Gatesville Hornet lead, and we are surprised by nothing.
Got 1 ball, 2 strikes on the. They've been complaining that they've been having complications with the scoreboard here at the stadium.
Yeah.
Lee, you're not having any complications with the scoreboard, are you? You always have yours high and tight and ready to rock.
I try.
Not always.
Oh, he's so modest. Isn't he so modest and humble?
I think we need to humble him a little bit.
That's down by Houston. I'll go.
I haven't lost anything there.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness.
Did he wear it?
No.
Man, how did he not get hit by that pitch?
It was that Garcia curve.
Yeah, which tends to take the ball outside.
Finley saw that one coming in. He's like, I can take this one. He didn't even move.
No.
He was hoping for the free base.
No, he was going to take that one for the team.
Look at Keaton over there threatening to still home.
Oh, unfortunately, gets him swinging on that outside pitch.
2 down.
2 outs. Finley's headed to the dugout. Number 22, Colt Heath, up to bat now. He walked in his first at-bat.
Did he?
He did.
I think half the Gatesville Hornets did.
Yeah, that was in a he had a three walk.
That was a little bit of a tough time. Coach has got to say something to the batter here. One's going to talk to batter, one's going to talk to pitcher.
Well, this is the second visit. I wonder what they're going to switch the pitchers out here. They're going to grab the ball from Park Garcia and just switch him with a right fielder.
Yeah, right fielder's running in like he's got
and he's going to do a little bit of a warm up.
Well, while he warms up, do you want to run a commercial to break there, Lee?
Not really, but
okay,
yeah, I will.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the right fielder just needs to use the...
I'm David Venture.
Our staff is highly trained to help our customers with the collision claims processing with all insurance companies. Our collision repair techs are fully skilled to make necessary repairs to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. And with our newly added paint booth and color match paint system, we can get your car or truck back on the road. So give us a call at 254-865-6338.
All right, we're back live on Hornet Broadcasting, and we've got Crystal Meza tuned in, and I hope that we got that name corrected for them. They said it wrong earlier, but we got it spelled right on the board nonetheless.
What name was that? Did Jacob get wrong?
No, it wasn't Jacob.
Oh.
Way to give me the benefit of the doubt. Again, I see where I rate.
I got your back.
In the Book of Adam.
Well, I saw you misspell your name earlier with J-O-C-A-O-B.
That wasn't me.
Oh, how can somebody misspell Jacob?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There's Jacob's song right there.
The Wild Thing.
Well, if there was ever a song, this had to be my song because there's no song called The King of Pain.
Let's play Name That Artist. Who sang this?
Okay. I have no clue. I'm not even going to attempt. I'm way off.
Come on, Jacob. Put your phone away. There we go. To all of those watching at home, who sang Wild Thing?
Yeah. You know what? I've heard this song
in the comments
1,000 times. I never thought to ask.
And it's not Tone Loc.
I keep thinking of Charlie Sheen putting his glasses on.
Oh, no. That's all I can...
It's a one-word group.
Butter.
4 letters.
Bananarama.
Bike.
Beatles.
Cops.
That horn a while ago, that Dave said that was his Go Hornets horn.
Well, the pitcher, number 12 here, is coming up to the mound. He had some wild pitches to get started, but he's settling in now a little bit. Bringing a lot more velocity on the pitches. See if that helps out the Hornets getting the bat on the ball.
Coming from right field to the mound for the Cadets, Marcus Menza.
Again, Gatesville needing to win tonight to guarantee a playoff berth.
First baseman Colty.
Location, dates, times, and opponent to be determined.
And so far, they're sitting in the driver's seat with 5-2 the score.
All right. All the Connally fans are going crazy now for Marcus pitching.
There you go.
Marcus Meza here.
Meza?
Didn't he take a walk earlier?
What's that, Meza?
Yeah, so he has done a sacrifice bunt, and he had a infield ground to first base. So he
first pitch misses high. Ball 1.
Just trying to figure it out a little bit. Couple pitches in again. That's quite the adjustment going from right field to pitching.
Well, not only that, but in the middle of the game, you only get like 8 warm-up pitches, you know, and it's like, okay, throw the ball 8 times and then get out there and win this game for us, big guy.
By the way, you got a 5-2 hole you're in, runner on third, but you got 2 outs.
And 3-0's the count.
I'd imagine won't get the green light on this one. Just see a 4th pitch here.
You don't think?
I don't think.
Should have. Strike 1. Still way ahead in the count.
Absolutely. Still in a hitter's count. Meza trying to work that back to
I'm still trying to watch it. I think Marcus may throw a little bit harder.
It's going to be a walk as Meza faces his first.
He draws a walk, puts runners at the corner with 2 down. Brings up left fielder Logan Biggs.
There he is, Mr. Big Hit Biggs.
Number 14, Logan Biggs. Logan, also one of our seniors that was recognized tonight.
Logan with 8 hits and 8 RBIs on the season.
Not a bad season, not a bad record there. Unfortunately, first at bat, he's got caught swinging on the outside pitch for strike 3. So,
and he's got a 3.316 ERA.
3.316. And Cold Nerves just sits there and watches that inside pitch. Just barely.
Did he call that a ball?
Yeah, he called that a ball.
Wow. Well, if I was Marcus, I'd file a grievance because he's been calling that one strike all night long.
Logan sat there and watched that one tickle the whiskers on his chin whenever it came by. So
Lee calls out the umpire here, and
just saying
that's going to draw. They look like and go try to steal for second. Ball is super short, and that's going to score.
I was going to say that's a risky throw right there.
And it's going to pay off for the Hornets as the lead's going to increase. As Grady Keaton scores.
Now that run doesn't get credited to Meza there. That'll still go on Paul Garcia.
Strikes on Logan Beeks.
I thought that was a risky play, man, when you got a runner on third to try to throw down to second.
Yeah, and that ball was real short and popped right over the second baseman couldn't handle it. And like you said, risky throw and no doubt smart decision to go for it on second. Force that throw and force an error.
Oh, that one's coming back to you, Jacob.
Here. I got it. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I got it. I tell you what, these fans.
Yeah, you screamed for that as you're sitting here on your stool. You'd have felt bad if some little lady would just stop and didn't move because she thought you were going to come get it, and it just laid her out flat.
I've always wondered why people yell heads up whenever the foul ball's hit.
Yeah.
What, you want them to look straight into the ball?
And everybody looks like a prairie dog coming up.
Yeah, that ball hits you right between the eyes. Now you can say good eye, can't you?
Good eye. Way to word.
Oh, my goodness. That was almost a heads-up play. And that's going to be a wild pitch. And
a run scored for the Hornets.
That's 7-2. Again, we talked about earlier that the Cadets missed their opportunity in the first inning when they had the bases loaded, and again in the top of the third. I mean, Gatesville's not going to give you much, particularly how Gatesville's kind of owned Connally in the past. And you've got to take advantage of it when they make their errors, and Connally did not. And now you see the game starting to slowly get broken wide open by the Hornets.
That small crack just keeps extending, and Hornets are making the most of it.
Brings up pitcher Miles Tull.
So we got a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here. Miles Tull playing pitcher tonight. When he doesn't have pitching duties and Garrick's pitching, he plays center field. Pretty effective center fielder as well.
I'd like to remind everybody that they can tune in Friday night. We'll be covering the girls' by-district softball playoff against Burnett. And we'll be bringing you that game live from Temple College. That'll be game one of a best 2 out of 3 series. And they'll be finishing up starting at noon on Saturday.
Barring any weather issues.
Hey, we don't say that. We don't say that during playoffs. Adam Baker, we've been there.
Oh yeah, we have, haven't we?
We've grabbed cameras and tables and everything else, dodging the rain and hailstorms.
Runner goes, gonna force a throw here. Throw was really late. No play at second, late and short.
And Biggs able to stand up on the second on the steal.
Yeah, had that steal by a mile.
What was it, 2 years ago? We had to dive in a dugout in the middle of a hailstorm.
Yep.
And that was in Marble Falls. And they were falling like marbles.
It's that time of season.
That ball was really inside.
Says the insurance guy and the body shop guy. Huh?
Favorite time of year. Miles Tull watches that one sail inside.
That thing had to tickle his nose hair there. That was high and inside.
Come sail away. Come
sail away with me again. Oh, now that one's even more inside, and Miles had to.
Logan over there dancing like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Well, yeah, he looked like Muhammad Ali out there.
Oh, he's floating like a butterfly.
Two down, the batter, right fielder, Jason Moogie.
Here comes Jason Moogie here. Any place he hits this, he's on his wheels to first base. He can turn a routine out into a hit.
All I can say is the base runners better move if Moogie gets a hit because he's going to be pushing him around the bases.
Yeah, he might be catching up to Miles Tull. He's got some speed. He foul tipped that one. That ball looked a little low.
You think?
I think. Sky's blue.
I think Jason wanted a Happy Gilmore that one.
What, he wanted to fight Bob Barker?
Who hasn't wanted to fight Bob
Yeah,
Barker?
yeah. No, he's
man.
going to swing that foul.
Wow, that's right over there. Get the truck.
Oh, drops
No,
just
instead
side.
almost hits the gator.
Who was it? You see, one of them had to duck. See, that's what you get for playing horseshoes at a baseball game.
One of them had a duck? Why would you bring a duck to a game? That don't make any sense.
Look at the beard and the hair.
As we reset this. Oh, that's going to be
my
right
goodness.
to Sparkman for the third out.
What a heads-up play by the third baseman.
Yeah, he hit that thing. His palm has to be on fire there.
3 down in the inning.
All right. With that being said, we're going to take a real quick look at the runs, hits, and errors in the game thus far as we go into this commercial break with Coryell Welding Supply.
Coryell Welder Supply, locally owned and operated by Danny Scruggs, is your local one-stop shop for all your welding and metal fabricating needs. Located at 412 East Main Street in Gatesville, Coryell Welder Supply can provide you with welding gas, bottle rentals, welding rods, new welding machines and repairs, and much, much more. Give them a call at 254-865-5605 or drop by. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, I'm David Fincher.
Our staff is highly trained to help our customers with the collision claims processing with all insurance companies. Our collision repair techs are fully skilled to make necessary repairs to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. And with our newly added paint booth and color match paint system, we can get your car or truck back on the road. So give us a call at 254-865-6338.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
And we're back underway here. No pitches have been thrown here in the top of the 4th yet. And there it is, Miles Toll. First one's going to miss, ball 1.
This
is throwing to number 2.
This is number 2, Isaac Rodarte, second baseman. He walked last time he was up. This is the bottom of the batting order for the Cadets.
And missing inside low. Ball 2.
It'll go to 3. And
strike zone has just kind of shrunk up there for Toll.
Isaac looks to be back-to-back walks here.
Nope.
That's going to be a strike right down the pipeline. And Rodarte was taking that all the way. I mean, that might have been a beauty one to swing at.
Yeah, he had no desire to swing on those at all.
And that's going to put it in play. Looks like Keene just took a step back, and as he let that hit the ground, and that's going to be a lead-off single for Rodarte. And that's going to bring up number 11, the top of the order, Trevlin Terry. He's a shortstop for the Cadets tonight.
We've got a meeting of the minds on the mound.
We got a meeting and then an exchange of the pitchers.
We're going to take a quick commercial break while we get our next pitcher warmed up. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds.
B&K Air Conditioning and Heating, we service all brands of AC and heating systems. We are a Goodman and a Manna A+ dealer. We also install and service mini-split systems. We always do our best to offer same-day service even on the weekends. We service Gatesville and all surrounding communities. We offer financing on new systems, change-outs, and major repairs. Just call or text your service request to 254-216-3372 and we'll be happy to help you.
And we are back, and that's our fancy dancy Hornet Radio intro hype.
I tell you what, though, it makes me want to start dancing here. You say it sounded like a caffeinated Charlie Daniels here. Looks like we're going to have John Ibarra here coming in to do a relief effort in relief of Miles Toll. Miles Toll did a great job. He only 2 earned runs.
I had him at 66 pitches.
Good effective night for him as he's in line to get a win here this evening, and John Ibarra with a saving opportunity. John Ibarra's come in routinely for Miles Toll, and he's done great jobs.
You know what? When you get it,
is that a car horn? It sounded like it was right.
Was that Dave? It sounded like somebody's car horn. Anyway, it's not that often you have a relief pitcher that comes in that has a. Bring that back up again. 17 hits and 11 RBIs under his belt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he knows what good strikes look like, so I look for him to throw a couple good strikes and a couple filthy pitches here to get the Cadets swinging. And that's bringing up number 11, Trevlin Terry. He popped up twice so far.
I thought you were going to say, wait, he popped up on the Cadet radar as a freshman there. They thought they would go with him on it.
As John Ibarra gets ready for his first pitch here. Ooh. It's almost look like he threw that one, almost an out opportunity there. Trying to see if they can catch.
Well, it's nice whenever you can get a strike and an attempted throwdown right there, you know?
Yeah, you fastball's like the best pitch to be able to get a runner out on. Change up the worst. And again, Rodarte getting a lot of attention here from Mr. Coleman.
Oh, well, he's not on a dirt road. He's on the dirt path to first base there.
Counts 0-2 here. That's going to put in the play, and let's see if that's going to get past Keaton. And that is going to be at least a double, a possible triple with an RBI for Terry. And that's going to bring your score 7-3. A triple RBI for Mr. Terry of the Cadets.
Look at this.
7-3 ball game. Batter, center fielder.
This will bring up Jeremy Easley coming up. He got a single to first and then a strikeout his first 2 times at bat. Let's see what he brings to the table here as John Ibarra offers a first pitch. And that is going to be foul. Bouncy Betty.
What the heck, boys? I'll take a quick break and come back. You let them score?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Just trying to make the game interesting. We don't want to lose any viewers. Trying to make it suspenseful. We go now. Ooh. Oh, gets a 0-2 as Easy finds himself in the pitcher's count very fast.
Well, speaking of viewers, had a viewer text me in and said, "Hey Lee, the name of that band is the Trogs."
Who cheated? You used a lifeline, didn't you?
Okay, let's test our knowledge. What other song did the Trogs, another hit song the Trogs come out with? Because I don't even know who they are.
Well, I think they were one-hit wonders. And that song actually was only a hit because one of the band members saw another band member's letter that he wrote to his girlfriend.
Well, Jeremy Easley's proven to be a one-hit wonder. He's got a single and 2 strikeouts. I say that with just tongue-in-cheek, folks. I am just kidding.
Guess who's batting now?
Number 7.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Hello, Mr. Anderson. He's had a single tonight and then a strikeout. Let's see if John Ibarra can make it 2 strikeouts for him. Swing and a miss. And John just threw that one right by him, and I don't even think that was in the strike zone. It started off in the strike zone and just tailed. And Anderson couldn't lay off of it. Good pitch. Another good pitch and gets it past Anderson. And Anderson doesn't try to have the performance as the Trogs. He doesn't want to be a one-hit wonder. He wants to put this ball in play for the Cadets here, but John Ibarra is just throwing him and gets him on 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and all 3 of them swinging.
2 down.
And that was beautiful.
And the veteran right fielder, Paul Garcia.
2 up, 2 down for Connally since John Ibarra took over. This is going to bring Paul Garcia, number 16. He had pitching duties earlier this evening before Isaac Rodarte came in and took over, and that ball is way outside, and we know Paul Garcia knows about outside pitches.
John just trying to show him what he saw earlier when he was up there.
Yeah, he said, this is what it feels like.
Goes outside, gets back inside with that pitch for strike 1.
He about got as inside of a strike as you can get. Perfect pitch to throw, and right now, John Ibarra having great command of his stuff here. Swing and a miss. Let's bring it to 1-2. John Ibarra dealing business to the Cadets here.
He's padding his stats.
Three down in the inning.
And that's it. 3 strikes. He's done. That's going to be
no errors.
And we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Here at B&K Air Conditioning and Heating, we service all brands of AC and heating systems. We are a Goodman and a Manna A+ dealer. We also install and service mini-split systems. We always do our best to offer same-day service even on the weekends. We service Gatesville and all surrounding communities. We offer financing on new systems, change-outs, and major repairs. Just call or text your service request to 254-216-3372 and we'll be happy to help you.
You rely on your computer for everything you do, be it running a business or doing simple things like staying up with your social media loops. But what do you do if it suddenly gets slow or stops working? That's when you need to call Blazin Technology. We are the top-rated computer repair service in Central Texas, offering computer repair, virus removal, IT support services, and networking. Blazin Technology offers in-home and business IT support, or you can drop by our office at 502 East Main Street in Gatesville. Call Blazin Technology at 254-865-5227 today to keep your system running smoothly.
Seconds. Oh, we're back. We're live.
Well, I am.
We are live.
Well, I'm alive.
You said 5 seconds, and then you tapped me immediately. I'm like,
no, I did not. I waited 5 seconds. You were looking at your phone. You were off in social media land.
Well, I had people texting me in, like David. Oh, Mr. Christian himself.
Mr. Christian, oh, the time has come.
Oh, Dave. Oh, hey, they're on a bat.
Who's batting?
Oh, no, it was a bat. Like,
no, who's batting for the Hornets?
Oh, who's batting for the Hornets? This is, excuse me, this is number 3 for the Hornets.
Is that Brady Gist?
That is. Our DH tonight. He's batting for Clark Allman, who's been playing center field.
Put me in. Never mind.
Coach.
Whoa, where are you going?
I'm ready to play today.
Is there something... Well,
yes.
Another ball outside. I wonder if that's just part of their curriculum.
Well, it's because our home plate, pitching mound, second base is out of alignment. Wow. And this pitch is being telegraphed in from yesterday. A long time to get that one brought into the plate.
Took a lot of speed off that one. Trying to see if he can get the batter out of rhythm there.
Well, I thought we were playing an MLB game because that looked like a minute and a half between pitches.
Right
back at him.
Middle there. And that's going to be a leadoff single.
Mr. Brady said, you give me that much time to think about where I'm going to play. He said, I'm going to stick it right at your feet.
Do you know my favorite thing about when Brady bats? It brings up Brady.
It is the Brady bunch up to the bat at this point.
we've nicknamed them as
Well, if both of them get hits, that'll be a very Brady hitting thing going on.
Well, what's key is when Brady gets on first, a lot of times that brings Brady to second.
Oh, Marcia.
Oh, get back.
Oh, Mesa trying to do a pick play there. Not a bad idea, just keeping the runner honest there. Just does have some speed. He's not slow out there.
Not at all. He just keeps on going. He just keeps on and keeps on.
Skirt.
And now he takes it. Ball again short on the throw, and that's been kind of the theme for the catcher this evening. I mean, the ball's right there on line, just a little short there, and bouncing it to the second baseman.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, until you've ever played catcher, you have no idea how tough that throwdown is when you're popping from your knees up
taking
to
the mask off.
Yeah. And then wondering if the pitcher's truly going to get out of the way
Brady
or not.
sends this one to the sky. It's going to drop short in front of right field.
That thing hung up forever.
Able to settle underneath it and get the out, but
it did advance the runner.
We've got a runner on second.
One down.
Did he just drop another pen?
No, this was his paper this time. Oh, he took away my pen. He's not using it anymore.
No more popcorn for Jacob.
All right, folks, if your kids are low on back-to-school supplies, I've dropped everything from a notebook to pencils and pens and folders and dividers. I'm dropping everything off his bleachers. I've been on my third pencil.
Oh,
I'm not sharing it
would
anymore.
you just drop it?
I see what you did there.
You see what I did?
That's pretty funny.
Whoa.
Oh, where is it off the back?
Man, he knew that was coming. Ibarra knew that was coming all the way and braced for it.
Just took that one to the kidney. That's what you call wearing it for the team.
Yeah.
How we doing? I need a new spleen.
Just an accidental inside pitch, and my goodness. It's going to bring a visit to the mound here for Marcus Meza.
Okay, we're going to try to eavesdrop on it. Watch this.
Zoom in.
Jayden, zoom all the way in.
Okay, so my lip reading skill says that they're going to replace the pitcher, but I'm trying to get more information.
And I believe the coach just said, I brought you in not to hit people.
I wonder where team meal's going to be.
Uh-oh. We're going to have
first baseman coming out?
Have Sean Howard, man.
He was on first base earlier in the game, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's been defensively way in the ball game.
Well, who did we have? Let's see. We
Paul
started
Garcia.
Then we went
to
from Garcia.
Meza. Now to Howard. So went from right field, now to first base. We're keeping it on the right side of the.
Well, one thing that Connally is struggling with is they're not very deep in their bullpen or their bench, for that matter. I want to say they had 12 players, maybe 13.
Well, let's take a look. I'm going to take a look real quick here at their roster. And on the roster, they have, let's see, hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Oh, give me 1 second.
You have to take your shoe off.
No, here we go. Now I can see it. Let's see, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitchers listed on the roster. But, that doesn't mean that that's...
That tells me they might not have one.
Well, no, it's just that whenever you have something like that, you can have that one, and then you got a lot of guys that have potential and still working to be the next one, because some of those guys they had listed on the roster were underclassmen. But typically when you're playing a 2-game series in the same week, just like the Gatesville Hornets are doing, we're not bringing the ace pitcher tonight. You try to get through the game with your relief pitchers or some of the other pitchers from your bullpen, and save your best pitcher for the second game, just in case you can pull off a win. Against the team you're playing in the first game.
I tell you, that's got to be kind of quite the adjustment. And just think about all the work that you've got to do to perfect your craft at, say you play shortstop or center field, and then you also can be called up to do pitching duties and stuff like that. Imagine how much practice that you got to go through to be able to perfect that, because pitching is not easy. You just can't throw anybody out there. Just because they're great at right field doesn't mean they're going to necessarily be be a good pitcher here. And
or just because you can throw it from center field to the catcher doesn't mean that you can do it when you're on the mound.
Or you can throw 100 miles per hour. If you can't control it and command it, there's no point in having you out there.
I tell you, if you watch the work that people that take extra training to become pitchers in high school go through, it is very painstaking, and it's a lot more than just throwing the ball. There's a lot of body movement rehearsal and muscle memory you have to develop and everything else.
Without a doubt. Well, stepping up to the plate is going to be Colin Coleman. His muscle memory is going to be trying to single again. He had a single RBI last at-bat. Definitely something he'd like to do again, because if he cranks one out to right field at this point, we've got a young man on second. I guarantee you will score.
The one on first may do it also.
That was a very awkward way to look like he was going to throw to second. As a right-hander, it makes looking at you got to keep looking over your shoulder to first base versus if you were a lefty. It almost hits Coleman there.
He tried to unbutton his shirt for him.
Coleman nodded. Yeah, that was inside, Coach.
Coleman doing most of his duty behind home plate. Gets a rare look at right on the center of it here. He's going to put this one in play. Or is it going to? It's going to carry foul.
It's outside the fence.
Right over to Diego. Diego had to abandon his camera. I'm not playing. He had to move out of the way.
It looks like he threw his camera up at it to try to get out of the way.
Did he?
Yeah, he brought his baseball glove. Little shout out to our cameraman there.
Yeah, we've got a good camera crew tonight. We've got Diego and then
got Aaron.
Oh! High pitch behind the batter. Oh, yeah, we also have Jaden out there underneath the scoreboard.
All by himself.
All by myself. You can't sing all by myself in a quartet or trio.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how many people are in a quartet, Adam?
I said or trio.
That was inevitable. That was inevitable.
Got that one in the shoulder blade.
That was just an accidental pitch.
Although it was ball 4.
And Howard was just trying to work that in.
Bases for your Hornets.
Just got a little bit inside on him.
And that's going to bring up Seth Finley.
Number 7, Seth Finley for the Hornets. He's walked both at-bats so far tonight. So if he can continues that trend, we will be throwing another score on the board.
Nice to see Finley up. He's starting second base tonight. Usually he gets brought in as a pinch runner because he's got a lot of speed and stuff like that. So he's getting his exposure on second base and all that kind of good stuff.
He's had 8 hits and 3 RBIs this season. But when he comes up at the bases loaded, we call him the Cadet Crusher.
If everything goes right, it probably can watch 4 pitches and make this an 8-3 ball game.
I hadn't seen a grand slam hit in this field in a while.
We've seen one over at the softball field.
I know.
And those girls are going to the playoffs Friday.
They play Friday, 6 o'clock, Temple College.
Oh, he pulled back on that one.
I almost
think he should have rounded it.
My goodness, I haven't seen a grand slam since 2002 when I went to Denny's.
For breakfast.
half the people listening like, what's he talking about?
Now that with the prices of eggs these days, that's a cuisine meal there.
You might want to go grocery shopping at restaurants.
It's going to cost you $1,000.
I take eggs to the restaurant with me and tip the waiters and waitresses with them.
Here comes that big baller. He's got the eggs.
Oh, my God. He gave us 3 whittles.
He gave us half a dozen. Bring him a steak. Filet mignon.
Ooh, that's going to end on the handles there. Everybody tagging up, and that's Sparkman there. Bryson Sparkman
settles underneath it easily for the
first baseman
out. Number 22, Colt Heath, coming up to bat. Colt walked and singled his previous 2 at-bats.
Wow, I tell you what, he's looking pretty heavy on the stat board there. He's got 14 hits and 12 RBIs on his season at bat.
Hey, let's add a couple more there, Colt. What do you say, baby boy? Let's go now.
That tells me he makes every time he gets a hit, he makes it count.
Not every.
Not except for 2 times.
Yeah. So not every time.
Well, there may not have been anybody on base when he got those hits.
80% of the time, it works all the time.
The other 20, we don't count.
No, we don't count that.
It's not part of the statistic. And that changeup pitch went about from
That thing had a lot of distance on it. That's going to call that a strike, and looks like a little charity from the ump there. And Howard's going to take advantage of that, and he's going to reset.
I don't know, man. That arc looked.
I mean, it stopped in midair, but it had gum.
Look at him. Did you see him clinch? He thought that one was going to hit him.
Stopped just past home plate and then went 5 feet to the right.
Yeah, I was about to say if the catcher turns his glove over to catch it outside his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm going to question whether or not it was a ball or strike.
That was a good pitch.
Jumped on that one. It's high. Right field's got a chance to settle underneath it, but he misjudges it, and it drops to the field. And we're going to score 2. One more coming in.
3. You got Brady Keaton. And the catcher temporarily loses the ball. His arm goes forward and no ball thrown.
And that one clears the bases except for the batter.
And now it's 10-3 and a runner on third.
And the batter
with Logan Big Hit Biggs. Big Hit Biggs earning his nickname from the football season this year. And doing a solid job in the diamond as well, as he's able to put the bat on the ball. I'm not sure if Lee's got his stats over there.
Looked like the wind kind of pushed it a little more than I think they got Paul Garcia moved out there. Actually, I don't know who that is. It's usually Marcus Meza out there, but that's not. I don't know if that's him out there. It might be. If they put him back out there after giving him pitching duties. But it looked like he had the spot he wanted, and I think the wind might have pushed it a little bit behind him, and that's just kind of where the ball fell short as he was trying to make it a last-minute adjustment.
The wind is inconsistent, so when you get a ball that high and it gets up there and starts whirling around that left to right field wind, it just it's hard to judge, especially on the run. And it was a well-placed hit as far as like the location. I mean, try between center field, right field, who's calling it, who's going to get it. So just a culmination of many factors to get that one to fall in the Hornets' way.
That ball kind of tailed in and out. It was kind of zigzagging there. That was if that was in strike zone, that was a pretty phenomenal pitch there by Howard. Not sure how you would grip the laces to make it do that. That's going to be a strike.
And put a little propeller on it when you throw it.
Howard's throwing some nice looking pitches here.
He's got some velocity. His strike zone, he's missing just on the edge as he's 3-1 to count. This one's going to sell high for a walk for Biggs.
Biggs draws the walk will bring up center fielder Miles Tull.
So Miles Tull, leadoff batter, coming back up. And a steal from the third.
Hustling in to score.
What a heads-up play there by Cole Heath. Kind of caught the Cadets sleeping there.
And again, the batter.
That's 11-3. Again, Gatesville needing to win this game to secure a playoff spot, and they are well in hand of doing that. Game's not over yet. And he's going to run to second. This is probably going to be just a little offline there. And runner advanced to second.
11-3 your score.
That'll be a nice strike for Howard there.
Again, Biggs over there dancing like a cat on a hot tin roof, trying to get that extra steal. And why not? He has nobody holding him on. Pitcher hadn't looked at him once. He's been back there at second.
Is it a hot tin roof? Have you ever had a bowl of tin roof? It ain't very hot. No? All right, folks, I'm going to pack it up and come up with a different profession. As if we had like about a minute of dead time there.
I was
making a little tin roof ice cream joke.
3 down.
Well, you know what? Hey, that's going to be third out of the inning. We're going to leave Hornets going to leave one stranded out there as Biggs left at second. But the Hornets are able to put 4 more on the board as we're going into the top of the 5th here, leading 11-3. Lee, do we need to pay some bills, or does Jacob need to?
We're going. Hey, folks, this is Tracy and Stacy Summers with Double S Plumbing. We are family owned and operated right here in Gatesville, Texas. We take pride in what we do and can handle any job, small or large. We can do anything from small repairs to new construction. Give us a call today for all your plumbing needs at 865-6625. And remember, Hornet Fight never dies.
and great way to segue to us, Lee. And I promise, I'm not going to say any more jokes, so please do not
do not tune out.
The score right now going into the top
we just
of
talked
the
about
fifth.
that before we went to commercial.
Yeah, top of the fifth, 11-3 is your score, and Connally trying desperately to get back in. If they're going to get back in, now's the time. Otherwise, they're going to run out of time.
I mean,
the Cadets are.
Is there a time when you would like to just wait and then come back? Was there a better time than this?
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills did it during our Houston Oilers football game in the 90s, a little playoff game. They waited till they're down about 40 points. Just to lose to the Cowboys eventually in a couple weeks.
Yeah. You mean somebody lost to the Cowboys?
Oh, yeah. In the 90s? In the 90s? Oh, yeah. And I'm a Cowboys fan. That's all I got to live in the 90s. But
like everybody lost to him in the 90s.
This is going to be Bryson Sparkman, third baseman. I got it. He struck out and he walked the last 2 times. Used that bat.
Strikeout and a walk?
Strikeout
at the same at bat?
At the exact same time.
At the same at bat?
When your name is Sparkman and you're a cadet, that's it. That's just how you do it.
That's how you roll. All right, he takes that first one, ball low outside. Second pitch about to come in here by a Barra. Wind up, big stride, and that one's going to foul out first base line.
That was over there. Aaron was going to grab that one. He's going to do the old basket catch with his hat, old Willie Mays style.
What'd you do, tell him you get a free basket of nachos if he turns the ball in at the concession stand? You used to get a snowball at the city park. Is that still a thing?
I don't know if they do it out there anymore or not.
Well, the last 3 balls I redeemed, they didn't give me anything.
Well, they told you to quit taking it away from the kids that were recovering.
Yeah, whenever you started throat punching the little 5-year-olds to get the foul ball, they were like, that's enough.
They heard you were giving them a quarter per ball so you could save $3.95 off the nachos.
I punched throat a 5-year-old until a 3rd grader put me in check. I never did that again.
She was tough, I'm telling you.
Yeah, she had an arm. And
pulls the trigger on that one.
John Barr picking up where he left off, Adam.
He's on a roll. Number 18 coming up for your Cadets to bat.
We got a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here as Sean Howard has assumed pitching duties for the Cadets. He's coming up to bat, and he had a walk, and then a walk. And now he's in position of maybe another walk.
No, Barr's not going to give him the chance.
Yeah, Barr doesn't walk very many batters, and so Howard's going to, if he wants to get to first base, he's going to have to hit his way there.
He's got to walk this way.
Talk this way.
Oh.
Wow. Barr on uncharacteristically 2-0 the count.
But if you're going to do that, do it with no one on. So,
Hey, that's the way to do it. I mean, if you're going to do it,
yeah.
Set you up, set up the double play later on.
Count is 2-0.
No, it's 3-0 now.
And Howard is going to sit on this next pitch, I would imagine.
I do not see a swing coming, considering he hadn't swung.
No, he's just, again, forget what I said, folks. Wow.
Check swing, strike one.
Yeah. I said if he wanted to get to first base, he's going to have to hit his way there. He still might. Ooh, that puts it into play.
Why don't you just call it for him?
Woo, that's going to be a pop-up for Howard.
That one's going to be Jason Moogie settling underneath that one as he charges in to get the out. That's 2 for the inning.
Not Jason.
Yes, Jason.
Jason.
Hey,
Jason with a
I'm going to tell you what. This Dustin Sparkman that's coming up right now, he really intimidates a bald-headed man like me.
What do you tell the barber when you're there? Just leave the sides?
Brush the mane?
That's all that's left.
I hate it when they do. I got like the horseshoe pattern going. I'm like, hey, quit going so far back.
I did feel good that, we had that little play we put on for the community last week. And I was one of the only guys that didn't have to have a wig put on because I had a head full of hair.
You do? You got a face full of hair, head full of hair?
I was encouraged until she said, now we're going to have to dye that because there's way too much white. I'm like, shut up.
Are you trying to tell me they don't know there was bald-headed men when Jesus walked around?
There were, If we want to be biblically accurate, it probably wouldn't have been middle-aged men doing it either. It would have been teenage, early 20-year-old men that were doing it.
Yeah, they never quite have the great health care that we do now.
You know what? I think they may have been actually healthier than us because they didn't have no additives, no preservatives.
No Red 40.
They drank. No yellow number 5.
No Red Bull. They ate a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, everything. Nope. Yeah, you're right. Just the preservative deal. Yeah.
And all of those folks around Galilee, they ate a lot of fish.
Let's see. We've got number 6, Roman Perez, warming up there on the plate.
And I'm going to bet you they didn't have much fried foods.
I would suspect not.
No, not a lot of Bush's Chicken opportunities there.
Hey, that's no more mentioning them. They didn't pay for any spots.
Okay. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And them especially. I don't care if they do have 11 herbs working for them.
No chicken.
Well, Perez warming up. He's a senior. He got recognized this evening. He's one of the seniors that are going off to bigger and better things after this spring.
Yep, this is your new pitcher taking the mound, and he's got a 4.667 ERA this season.
And number 4, Vidal Sassoon, is here to bat.
You didn't.
He has walked the last 2 times he's been at bat, so he's looking for his third way to get on first base.
I just want to meet him after the game and let him know how jealous I am.
Yeah, I am.
Now batting.
Because I have to wear a hat in the sun now, so. I wore my mesh cap the other day, and I looked like somebody slapped me on the head with a fly swatter.
Ooh, Dustin Sparkman slices this one toward a right field line. Foul. Wind kind of blowing a little more.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some bad weather around midnight.
What time is that going to be?
Huh?
What time?
Well, it's going to be tomorrow.
I like the way you did. I never heard anybody make it to where it was like midnight was 2 words. It was like around midnight. Oh, and
he beats the throw.
Dustin Sparkman showing off his speed, and he gets on first base via a infield hit.
Well, Finley unable to get a handle on that one. It made the stop, but just it took a nasty roll out of his glove. So
number 12, Marcus.
Sparkman made it to first base all 3 times.
Now batting is number 12, Marcus Meza.
Yeah, absolutely. And he did a sacrificed bunt and an infield grounder.
Did he call that pitch a ball?
Well, what else is it?
And he picks it up out of the dirt.
That was in on the hands of Meza. Great job by Perez. I mean, that was a nice pitch. That wouldn't have been a strike, but he made it in the strike zone long enough to get Meza to swing at it before it tailed inside.
Straight over to the third base coach, who unable to handle it. That'd be one of those things I'd be like, hey, coach.
Yeah, how you going to coach third base if
You're obviously not coaching grounders next week.
Yeah. Ooh, nice little changeup there for a strike. Ooh. And Meza wanted no part of that. Again, that affects your timing if you're the batter, and he was trying to lay off of it. And Perez throws that changeup for a strike.
That was a pretty pitch to hit him with on the outside corner.
Does it again. That timing messed him up again, tied him up.
And that's it. 3 outs. We're done with that inning.
Great job by Perez. 2 off-speed pitches.
3 outs in the inning.
And we're going to off-speed to a commercial?
No, we're going to sit here and read the
hey, look, there's Clark Allman's big brother, Parker Allman.
Right there in the middle of the camera.
Right
look,
there.
Wave it.
An 11-3 ball game.
We got him off balance. Oh, my gosh.
I made you famous.
Made you famous. So I was getting ready to look there at Connolly's 3 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. Gatesville with 11 runs on 15 hits with 1 error.
So we're after 5 innings here. If the Hornets can put up, if my math is correct, it's 10 after 5.
10 after 4.
I got the word on Roman Perez's last 2 pitches. They clocked them at 50 miles an hour. That's a changeup, bro.
Yeah, yes. That's almost
Adam was
rivals a
about to pull him over. Sir, you do realize this is an 80-mile-an-hour zone?
I was about to pull out my sundial to see how fast it was.
But you know what, though? It was as effective. Did you see the bat?
I was doing that.
Meza had no answer for it. It tied him up. He knew he had a swing at it, but he couldn't get the timing on it.
All right, who we got batting here? Is this Mr. Moogie?
That's Mr. Moogie.
Number 28, Jason Moogie.
The man of many trades. He runs cross country, ran track, was on the relays team. He's got a lot of speed, athleticism.
Local favorite, hometown hero.
Again, we talked about John Ibarra being a 4-year letterman. Moogie's on the way doing that. He's got one more year to do it next year, and he'll be a 4-year letterman. I believe he's a junior.
Right fielder.
I don't know who holds the record for sports played and lettering, but during my tenure here, he hits that
one right off the tee.
Caught in the wind.
That's not caught, and he's going to keep going.
Yeah, I said it was caught in the wind just off the tip of the glove. He's around in second. Stand-up triple is what we've got from Mr. Moogie to start off the bottom of the 5th.
Moogie with a triple down the right field line.
Say there. He never disappoints.
No. That's a little bit of right field on right field crime there. That's a little messed up. You would think he would go easy on his fellow position player.
No.
But anyway, like I said, I don't know who holds the record, but during my tenure here, foul ball. I think the most sports and most letters that I had seen from an athlete during my time here goes to Hunter Dean.
Yeah. What sports?
He ran track, played football, played baseball, played basketball, played golf, and there was one other because he played 6 sports.
So that beats.
When did he have time to go to school?
Oh!
I'm going to keep my face forward here. That thing was slicing back behind us.
My boy was only...
Hey, if y'all look in your upper right corner of your screen there, you can see the whole crew. We're waving at y'all. That's our outfield camera. Giving us a good view there. And that was that guy you saw flinching and cowering down in the corner. That was Jacob.
Yeah. I mean, my goodness, that ball was going about 100 miles per hour.
Oh, my gosh.
I think my Jacob led it in 5 events.
I didn't think – I thought it was going to be close enough that we were going to hear it bounce off of the
I thought it was taking that glass. I think somebody jumped up and caught it over here. Misses low outside for ball 2.
Is Terry Mooney sitting around the corner? Because if it was, I guarantee you he caught it.
I don't know that Mooney has any more around here playing.
Back-to-back pitches outside.
What in the world?
I was trying to unplug Jacob's mic.
Oh, I thought he was eating hot Cheetos. Don't say it. Don't
Believe
say
it or
nothing.
not, Lee, I do like myself some Red Hot Cheetos.
You gonna get yourself
reaching out to
Did you
make
see
contact
him
with that.
reach out from the outside and make
and
a
he
play
beats
on that?
out the throw as well, safe at first. So he gets a RBI single.
To avoid the walk, he gets in the stat book, and that's good job by that young man to get a ribby.
Brings up third baseman Brady Jaynes.
Brady Jaynes. I'll tell you what, this young man here can stroke the ball.
Oh, he can put the bat on some leather when he wants to.
Was he the one that hit the ball over the monster last year? Who hit that one over the one we didn't think anybody would ever be able to hit it over?
Well, just take off for second, and not a close play, and he's got it. What town was that at?
That was in
Lago Vista.
Lago Vista. That wall had to have been 40 feet tall. And Adam and I were talking about how that wall's so tall and everything else. Second pitch of the game, crack.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody's going to crush it over that thing, you know.
And it was funny because the right fielder...
Brady Jaynes says challenge accepted.
The right fielder takes off running. He takes 3 steps towards the wall. He's tracking the ball, and then he just stopped. Just like that right there. I just called that.
Enough trash talking, and that one's going to be off the top of the fence. Robbed from the home run. But we've got somebody with his gas on the pedal. He's going home.
And that is ball game.
And that's the run scored.
Brady Jaynes with a double off the right field wall.
Brady Jaynes gets it off the wall. He wants to play more baseball, folks. He wants to stay on second base and says, hey, is it over?
Of the ball game.
But that's the end of it. So Hornets are going to capture this win, 13-3.
Completing the ball game.
Finishing up in the bottom of the 5th.
Closer game than last week with the La Vega Pirates.
We'll meet again this Friday night.
Yep, and there's your hits, runs, and errors for the teams. This game will be reconvened. This matchup will be reconvened Friday night at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, we won't be able to be at that. We will be covering the softball playoff game that night.
Yeah.
But depending on how the last game finishes out in district, with this win, the Hornets have guaranteed themselves a playoff position. As of right now, we don't know where. Depends on how everything turns out Friday night. We could have a play-in game to determine seeding. But that depends on Lorena Robinson, La Vega, all that other kind of stuff, how they are going to finish out.
On your way home, our folks as well.
I tell you what, even Connally started off beginning strong, but they left a lot of base runners. It changed the game completely for them. And again, we've repeated this a couple of times, but when you're playing a team like Gatesville, when the bats can get hot in a hurry, you got to make those bases loaded situations count with at least 2 runs. They didn't do that. That's pretty much the difference of the game, and Gatesville just broke it open in the bottom of the second, and they never looked back.
Well, I have nothing else to add to that other than that was a great game by both teams. Glad to be here and glad to be able to bring it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you on behalf of Lee Jaynes, myself, Adam Baker, and Jacob Pageant, and our film crew. Thank you, good night, and God bless.